High five, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, or whenever you're watching this live. If you're watching live, I am going on live through StreamYard, which is a third-party software where I won't be able to get your name unless or otherwise you put in your name saying, hi, Sudha, and this is so-and-so. So I can say hi to you. And before I get into the content, I would like to say a few things, housekeeping. If you want to take notes, you are welcome to take notes. And if you need the presentation, please do go for it. And there will be a replay in the group for you too. And if you've got any doubts at all, please do comment below or get in touch with me through personal messaging so that I can answer your question. Because chatbots is really relatively new subject for many business owners. They get confused, and I'm hoping that I would be able to clear all those confusion in this live, or at least some of it, because chatbots is a vast subject, is a new subject, and it does take a few some time to get used to in your head, like anything. Okay, so the technology is not evil, neither evil nor a boon. It is how you use it, how you would like to use it, or how you approach it as well. It's all in the mindset of. So let's get into this. And as I said, if you're watching on a replay, hashtag replay. If you're watching live, just say hi. So it is easier, and drop in your questions so that I can get back to you towards the end of the session. And if I could get it before, I will answer the question. I may be able to cover it in your in the episode itself. Okay, doke. Let's see. Let me share my screen. Okay, I will be small. I am small anyway. So I see chatbots. I've been using chatbots since 2017. Okay, or late 2016, when Facebook has allowed third-party platforms to integrate with it and create chatbots for them. On the Messenger platform. I've been since the start of it. And even before that, I've been an IT person. So it does come to me easy sometimes, as they say, but we do have frustrations with technology as well. Everyone has got. If you don't, then you're I don't know, you may be superhuman or something like that, or supercomputer. So that's what this whole thing is about. And in this live session, we would be seeing what is chatbot, why chatbots now, and how chatbots can transform your business. And we are going to see just 5 ways you can use chatbots straightforward in your business. And if time permits, I will try to run the video, which is otherwise I'll post it in the group. That would be the best one to do. So that's what we are going to cover. And who am I, and why do you need to listen to me at all? Look, I am basically from India, and I've lived here in the UK for 20 years or so. So doing mostly technical architect role, business architect role, and I do have 2 degrees, one in computer science and another one in business administration, especially strategy and investments. So I've worked with the public sector, investment banking, financial services, and those big organizations were setting up their IT systems and setting up their business architecture so that it talks to each other. Okay, most of the time, business strategy doesn't talk to IT strategy, and it just goes bottom up, actually. So that's what I've been doing for the last 26 years after I finished my computer science degree. And then I took about 10, 12 years ago, I joined University of Edinburgh Business School to do my master's in business administration. And I did strategy and investments because at that point I was working in investment banking, and I also was doing some work for venture capitalists and investors, doing some actually I was working for venture capitalists, looking at the business plan for investments. Okay, these tech startups, especially tech startups, when they come on, we've got to look at their business plan. Is it viable? Is it got do they have right people on board? Is the technology right? Has it got a future value to the technology? Is it future proof? The solution is future proof. Have they done enough market research and all of that? So I used to mentor for British Computer Society, BCS, for on that element as well. So that's a brief thing. Now I work, up until 3 years ago, I was working for at that point, 2017, December 2017, that's when I finished with the public sector contracts. I was working for Scottish Government on their business transformation project, digital transformation project, doing some strategy work and also business process automation work for them. So that's my background. Now I work with small business owners. I decided, I've been having this thing about for last 15, 20 years or so. I've been on and off working with small business owners, and then going back to contracting, and then coming back to working with small business owners. I've been doing on and off, but 2017 I decided I do need to work with small business owners and help them thrive in any economy. That was my book as well. I wrote in 2015. But it was full of digital marketing strategies. The digital marketing strategies change all the time. So I am going to rewrite. I've been rewriting for the last 3 years. So I'm going to rewrite that book. So that's me. And if you've got any of your digital products, creating digital products, do get in touch with me. As I said, I'm an online business process automation strategist. I also work on digital personal branding, as in like digital online visibility side of it. Don't come to me with the colors. I do work with colors, but I am not the consultant for the traditional palette and all of that. I do touch here and there. And gamification, trying to create business quizzes or quizzes for your lead generation and that kind of stuff. And yes, I do create digital products, and I also speak on business technology subjects, such as mostly growth marketing side of it at the moment. I do speak on AI, artificial intelligence, and also blockchain and business change and business transformation, because I've been in there for a while. So that's me. Let's get into the meat of the subject, right? So what is a chatbot? People get confused with the bots have been there for a while. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's been. I'll show you the clip when it was. It's almost 45 years old, actually. So bots has been there, but it wasn't accessible to small business owners. Facebook, I must say, did do the favor of making it more or less household name for chatbots, at least messenger bots on Facebook Messenger. So since 2016, there's been quite a bit of a transformation. They are learning as they go. We are learning as we go. So the platform, when it's new, it is a lot more vulnerable to all the faults, and vulnerable to people mistaking what it is. It's similar to when we had a car, or when people moved from horse carts to car. They had some difficulties accepting to it. When they moved from again horse carriages to train, they had some difficulties. It's similar to that. No one comes with knowing this is what we are going to do, right? So that's exactly chatbot is. Chatbot is chat and robot. Okay, so the chat and a robot is having bot on the messenger platform so that it can chat with you. There are some regulations which you need to follow, or it is nice to follow, so that way you will be able to make sure that your conversation is not more robotic, it's not more inhumane. Those kind of things are there. You do need to. This is where people get confused, that I don't want to use chatbot because it's not helping me. So this is exactly what I talked about. It's 1972 was the first bot used. It was used in defense. If you need this picture, I stole it from somewhere, so I can give it to you. You can have a look. So 1995 is kind of linguistic came into place, but that's when I finished my computer science degree. I wanted to go into AI bots at that point, but I could not. But I still tinker around with AI bots. So 1995 is when it became a little bit like people in universities, they came to know about this bots. So in 2006, IBM used the bot. It's called Watson. They still have, but even though they've created it, they didn't make it a household name or anything. When Facebook in 2016, Facebook bought this bot on their messenger, that's when it kind of like, oh, it's bot. We can do these things on this. So that is how it all came about. And then there is a difference. At that point, there was automation. Okay, it started out as an automation. It's still most 80 to 90% of AI bots and stuff are automated in its own sense, because it starts out as an automated software program. Okay, chatbot is a software program, sits on the messenger, try to understand the human conversation and carries on that conversation. That is what it is. Okay, when people set it up, because I said it is an automation, it starts out as automation. Thanks, Jillian. Hi. It starts out as an automation tool. It is kind of become a little bit that trickle off that mission feel to it, right? So how many of us do that type of conversation, bro? So that is when the conversational design came into play. Okay, so when we add the automation and conversation designed, even if it is an automation, it would be a lot more humane. And then what we'll understand, I'm talking from the point of like, don't considering bot as a human, so it will understand the conversation. How will it understand the conversation? The concept behind that is machine learning. Okay, the mission is learning how you converse with other people, and then it starts forming certain words. So again, these data are captured. These are put in a logic and put in that form so that it is more humane conversation. So if you want machines to do what you want to do, your conversations should be based on that. It is not machine's fault. Okay, it's never technology's fault. Okay, if you consider money as bad, is because the people who've used money in a bad way, so you attach that bad or evil to the money because you're a very good person. You don't want to attach it to the human. That's the same thing here. You don't want, it's about we all think we are best in carrying out the conversation. We all think that we are more humane, sometimes rational, but we are not. We are not. Let's accept that fact. Okay, even if you disagree, let's agree to the disagreement there. That we are all not 100% perfect. Okay, so the conversation, so it has to be, that's where the community norms, that's where the city norms, that's where the government norms come into place, right? So the conversation has to happen in such a way that when you, as a business owner, when you think, I've got the objections. When you think the bot, you don't like the bot, why do you not like the bot? Is it because of technology, or is it because the conversation it's bringing? It's because it's a confusion. So you have to come up with why do you not like that, and then rectify that. It's easier when you come to that stage. So it is automation. There is a difference between automation and AI. Hopefully you got the concept which I'm trying to emulate to you. So if you've got any doubt, please do ask me. Okay, I do get a little bit passionate about my subject. So even though people for last 3-4 years I've been fighting with everyone, oh, you don't know, you talk alien. Maybe I am an alien, I don't know. So I do converse well with bots than with human most of the time, but that's me. Okay, so if you're a person who is very relationship building, you have to design your conversation in that relationship building, right? You don't go and talk in the way you always have spoken to someone, or someone in your family, someone in your, when you speak to someone else, you have got that transaction going between, okay, I ask you a question, you answer me the question, or you ask me the question, I answer the question. So there is a understanding between these two entities that this is how the conversation should go. If you want me to talk about conversation design, I can talk about conversation design. So that's what is, right? So this is where Facebook Messenger comes in place. Facebook Messenger is the second highest downloaded app on smartphones. Okay, even if people say, I don't talk about it, they have got chat messenger on their phone. Even if they're not, they've got it on their when they open the Facebook. And 61% of people in the UK messaged business in past 3 months. This data is from 2018. Okay, it has not changed much in 2019 and 2020. 2020 has not come in. 2019. Okay, so and it also 53% of people are more likely to shop with a business they can message directly. The reason they say that is because they can get message replies a lot quicker, because email does take time and someone has to go and reply to that email. There's some logistics over there. So what happens is, it is easier when you ask a one-liner, where is my package? Where is, when will I get this? Give me 2 seconds. When will I get this? All of these small questions which you can answer a lot quicker. So that's exactly why people are using this for. So you've got to make it as easier, quicker as possible. If you take them on a trail in a maze, they're not going to like it, right? Then no one likes that. Okay, I ask you a question, give me the bloody answer, right? That's what we want, right? So that's exactly what your bot should do in certain cases, right? So it depends on what conversation you're carrying on. And there are more than 1 in 2 people consider business messaging the modern way to communicate. That's become more relevant, more true in 2020 pandemic era. I call this era. This is a era of, even though it's been just a 10 months, 10, 11 months, we are really going through such a big transformation on people adopting to technology, good or bad or ugly. It doesn't matter. They are adopting to the technology. People who have said to me many times, I would not touch that, have become expert or so-called expert in Zoom, or so-called expert in online meeting, or so-called expert in solving certain problems, so-called expert in emailing on time, so-called expert in returning your messages. It is insane. This 11 months is been insane. I've been in the industry for 26 years. I have, if you know, I've been women in technology, and people think that I am not women, more like a man. I talk about buses and cars and all tech gadgets and all of that. My friends don't recognize. I've got a very, so that's why I picked up cooking as well. So it is really insane how people go with this. So there are, as of 2018, this has increased quite massively, and there has been some of the reductions as well. 300,000 active bots, more than 300,000 active bots on Facebook Messenger alone. Remember, Facebook now have got WhatsApp business. That's one of the reasons why they wanted to, and they acquired Messenger, and they acquired Instagram. So these are the main direct messaging platforms which are available on the platforms. There are other things, but these things, it started with Telegram, by the way. These 3 platforms has grown exponentially. So Facebook is already said that they are going to integrate Messenger. They're, in some cases, they're integrating messengers of direct message, Instagram direct message, and Facebook Messenger. It is not that far off for them to use WhatsApp business. I'm not talking about the WhatsApp, the personal one where you carry on the conversation. WhatsApp business. These 3 platforms they are going to exploit in creating messenger platform, and Facebook itself has got an API in place right now, which they've put it on shelf. So that's why third-party softwares has been used. So what are the objections I hear all the time? I hear this all the time. Believe me, if I had put a pound or even a penny, I would be millionaire by now. Whenever I hear these objections, I don't like to automate tasks. But why are the automation softwares growing by hundreds? So people do want automation, but they want automation done the right way. Who does that? You've got to decide in such a way that it is automated, is done the right way. Never automate your primary tasks. And I don't like bots. Why do you not like bots? What did bot do to you? Nothing. The bot should be saying, I don't like humans, right? I'm just so joking, right? Here, the bots, poor, inhumane, or inanimate one, where human programs, and we all say, I don't like bots. It's a bizarre statement when people say this. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. It's so confusing. Okay, let me ask you this question. Many of you are parents, right? Like, especially mothers. I hear this from women entrepreneurs than male counterparts. When they say it's so confusing, did you understand about what the pregnancy is going to be like, what the birth, giving birth to a baby is going to be like, what becoming a parent is going to be like, what bringing them is going to be like? Did you understand all of that before you gave birth to the baby? No. We go, we learn, we do things, we love them, we hate them, we do everything, and at one point we cannot be without them either. So it's similar concept, right? Once it's all in our mind, that it's confusing. Everything is confusing in this world, unless otherwise you take initiative to understand what it is. It's like when your child or when your niece or nephew or someone says, I don't like to eat broccoli. I don't like broccoli either, but that's different. I don't like to eat broccoli. I don't like to eat spinach. I don't like greens. I don't like vegetables. What do you say? Just give it a try. And then we'll see. And they do give it a try. Sometimes I've seen the transformation. They become addicted to that particular dish. So that's the point here. So the objection is not, it's about, it's in your hand how you do it as well. So that is that's what that aside. And then this is humongous. I don't have clients on Facebook. I don't have clients on Instagram. How do you know? You haven't even tried. You create a bit, and above all, they say, oh, I don't like bot. And they've got this inhumane Facebook Messenger. They were tottering around. They put the feature in FAQ, oh, tell me about, are you open to talk, or are you open to, that is a bot. You say, I don't like human, and you've initiated that. I do. I am nosy. Did I say that? I am nosy. So that's exactly is. People don't understand this is a bot. Someone said to me, I don't like bots. And I said, do you have Siri? He had iPhone in his hand. Do you have Siri? Do you talk to Siri? He said, yes. That's a voice bot. We have started using bots without our knowledge. So we don't have an excuse of we don't know what bot is. Now our initiation should be, I need to understand this, how this works, so that I use it for my advantage, not its advantage. You see where I'm coming from? You've got to make sure that you're using it for your advantage, not to manipulate someone, not to do bad things for others. No. You're just managing so that it doesn't do bad things to you. You see where I'm coming from? So that's exactly the point. If you want this one, I created this mind map. I think I can give it to you. Please let me know of that. So if your groups is in here, let me tell you. Let me go to the next slide. The next slide. This is Instagram and Facebook, right? If you think you're millennials, between, let me see, who's the millennial? Millennials are people between 22 to 37, and Gen X is 38 to 53. So Generation X and millennials, let's go here and see, where are we? These are the Gen X, millennials, and Gen X. Millennials and Gen X. You see here, if your ideal client or customer is in this group, look at this. Even if you've got teenagers and people, baby boomers, their parents will be in this category, right? Or their grandparents will be in this category. How can you omit Facebook? That's my point, right? That's exactly the point I'm trying to make here. You cannot say, I'm a business owner, I will do what I want to do, then it is hard. I'm not saying to you that is, you can't set your own time, you can't set the way you work, you can't set this, but there are certain norms in business which you cannot ignore, especially marketing. If marketing is not happening, sales will not happen. And if sales is not happening, money is not going to come, and you have got to close the business. So there are certain things which you have to, it's occupational hazard, as people say, you have to put up with. So the way we are going to put up with it is in our terms. You see where I'm coming from? You're not ignoring, but we are going to put up with that in our terms, not by ignoring. There's two different statements. English is not my first language, but I'm telling you, there's two different concepts here. Ignoring something and doing it in your terms. There's two different things. Okay. So these are the very large organizations who use, and your banks, if you have not thought about it, your app, which is called, they're all AI. Most of them, 98% of them have gone AI now. Okay, they see your pattern, they see, oh, this is how it's done, this is how it is. So you are using them, so use it to your advantage. So I'm just going to wish it through this one. I'll put the presentation in the files area in the group, so you can go and have a look at these important things, which you are one of people like me who like to read. You can read all these stats. And by 2020, 85% of consumer interactions will be handled without human agent. You know that. We're doing it now. How many times you've contacted a customer service and you got waited in the line, or got, oh, you can chat with us, or leave a message, we will get back to you. Those things are bot in itself. So we are interacting with the bot. Some sort of chatbot in by 28. And again, I'm going to just visit through this once. So this is the benefit. Okay, the benefit is you get to have more engagement. It's because people are you're letting people know about your life. You're letting people know about if you are very, very curious. I put about video. It's for my SEO book guide, which I curated in the on my page, Sudha Speaks. Okay, if you go on my page and answer yes please or yes, or few phrases I've given, if you do it, automatically you will get a message on your messenger with that book. Okay, so you do need to agree, because it's a Facebook rule that if you don't agree to it to get the information, you won't get the message. Next message, that next message is called messenger. That book which I deliver, it's like that. I don't have to take your email and you sending out your email list, and then it goes to my autoresponder, and then I click on the autoresponder. I've created this, all of this. It only took me about 15 minutes to set up this bot on my Facebook Messenger post. Sorry, Facebook page post. Does that make sense? I'm too excited. I'm too excited. It creates a unique client experience. 5 people downloaded that yesterday. Okay, I'm very transparent person. 5 people downloaded that. One person, I went and verified whether that person got it, and she said, I didn't get it. I went and checked, because she has not accepted to yes please. She has not clicked that button, so she didn't go to the to the message where she can get the book. The 4 of them, they got it. All they commented was yes please, and one person even commented yes please, and then carried on doing the message. Oh, it's a nice way to know how the chatbot works. So that is the point. That's you can do that. It's not inhumane, is it? When someone asks for something, not giving it to them immediately. Which one is human and inhumane? It's great listening to someone who's excited. Yes, some people call me lunatic. Thank you very much for the kind word. And it saves you the cost. For example, if you've got virtual assistants, okay, you are paying them, but sometimes when you there are certain tasks which you can give it to the chatbots, so that your virtual assistant is spending more time in helping you grow your business than answering to some questions. About 83% of pre-sales questions could be avoided, because that's all in FAQ. All it has to do, we've got to direct them to those. And for out of that 83, only 1% is converted. So just imagine a salesperson spending 83% of his time, his or her time, in pre-sales where there is no sales. That is why chatbot can make a brilliant marketing tool for your business. Okay, it will enhance your employee morale. It will enhance the way you interact with clients. If they get what they want, they're going to give good reviews about your business, right? So that's exactly the point here. The point here is making it more accessible, okay, by making those things. Now is the meat, okay? If you've got any of these confused, please do let me know. I will explain it to you. The very first way you can do is answer frequently asked question. What is this? What is that? What is this? That is where Facebook has done those type of questions. What is this? What is that? What is that? But what they have not done is, when you click that, all they do is send a message to you. They're not giving the information, they're sending a message to you. Or we will get back to you, or we will do this. So there is no human thing involved in this, or you're not setting it up right. You see where I get so frustrated is because of this. Is you need to understand how it goes, right? You need to understand how the electricity works, or how can I join these whole circuit so that I get the light, right? So most of the time when certain feature has been introduced, they push so much marketing. You can do this, you can do that, but people, they just get so inquisitive about it, and they go set it up without knowing what is behind that. Once you know what is behind that, it is a lot easier to do the work. You see where I'm coming from? This is the first way to use it. There's no much to do it. And educating your clients. For example, if you've got a video or something, you can create a video. When they come in, they can watch the video. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's what these people are doing for, and all of that. So you can automate that about your products and services. You can even sell it. You can even sell the products within 24 hours. You can't do it afterwards. You can deliver the giveaways, freebies, and coupons. There are some regulations to it, but you can do these things. Okay, they click and they get special coupon. For example, if I ask someone to comment vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry, okay, vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry. If they do chocolate, they get 20% discount. If they do vanilla, which I like, they get 30%, because I want to be friends with them, right? So if they get strawberry, my nephew likes it, but I don't like it, but it's okay. I'll give them 15%. You see where I'm coming from? I'm just joking. You can do the conditional coupon giving. So this is one way to use it. And you can build and segment your target market. You can automate the whole process, okay? If you're running a 5-day challenge, for example, you are attaching a bot to them, and you're building the list. And then you're sending them every day, you're sending them some information, right? And then you're selling. So you've extended that 24-hour cycle to 5 days, almost 6 days. And if you've got put another pointer, they can come and do one-time contact. You can do it in months time. So that way you can have it. Or you've got a 30-day program where you send something for 30-day challenge. So that means you need to set a time, trigger every day, every 24 hours, so that your page is not blocked by Facebook, because that's one of the rules. And that way you've got 30 days to make a sale. So it is about reducing the customer journey, taking them from the I don't know you to making, okay, where can I sign to find to work with you? That cycle, or that process could be reduced a lot quicker through Facebook, because you need 7 touch points, right? Within 24 hours, if you do it right, within 24 hours, if you do it right, you can have up until 8 to 9 touch points, if I'm right. You won't have 24 touch points. That's ridiculous. And that is where you're hassling people. Okay, you can have 5 to 9 touch points. You can even do it in 5 touch points. So that means you are closing a sale within a day. This can happen even for your high ticket. You've got a $3,000 product, or if you've got £3,000 product, if you've got $47 product, it doesn't matter. It is about building that relationship, letting people know that you. There is an algorithm called, okay, letting people know what it is. Let me finish that statement. There is an algorithm on Google, right? It's called EAT. Okay, what it means is expert. Are you an expert? Authority and trustworthiness. This authority comes from from you telling them that you can solve their problem, because you've got this qualification, expertise, your skills and stuff like that, right? And trustworthiness comes from they believe you when you do a live, when you do the videos, when you do send them the information about testimonials that people have worked with you. When you do these things in more one-to-one basis, would you not feel that you're valued? If someone does it to you, would you not feel valued? What would people do when they feel that they are valued? People remember what you make them feel more than what you taught them, right? So if you make them feel valued, would they not have a good opinion about you? Let's not go to that extreme of trusting. Okay, let's not go to that. Okay, would they not have a good opinion? Would that not be easier for you? Would that not make you unique? Just answer this question in your mind. I'm not going to ask for an answer. Ask this question. So the very first thing, there's a very last thing, or not. This is just few examples of how you can use the bots, and the very final thing is about announcing them of your live events, and also get more engagement. If you're doing a live event with Facebook ads as a messenger ads, you can sell your event. If it's a cost event or online cost, there's a cost associated with it. Then you can take money from the messenger as well. You don't need a separate links. If you want, you can create a PayPal link, but you can take the money from the messenger. Is that not cool? That's all I've got to share with you. Okay, this is exactly what I've got to share with you about the content. But before I go, I would like to say I am a ManyChat agency partner. I do create bots for people, and I do have course coming, which has been coming for a while. I do coaching. If you think, okay, let me give it a go, just set up one bot and see how it goes, please do get in touch with me, and I will see how we can make that happen. Okay, so I was told I can't sell or something. I don't know. Jillian, please do they don't know how to make them feel. Yes, yeah, they do. So that's all I'm going to share with you. Okay, if I bored you, I'm sorry. If I've really given you a thought, saying, this woman was yapping about this chatbot for about 45 minutes and ate my ears, and I sat with it, that means I need to do something. So please do get in touch with me if you've got any of these queries, and like, look, I want to know, I want to understand better. Even that is a good starting point. Even one person just understand what chatbot is. And I would say, oh, don't just, oh, I want it, but have that feeling, and then you outsource it. You need to understand what it is before you outsource. You cannot outsource something. I've managed offshore team. Before I give it to people, I need to understand, because when they come back and say that cannot be done, I can question them. Why cannot be done? How it can be done? And I can, at least, I might not be the expert who gets implemented, but at least they will know that I am not a pushover. You see where I'm coming from? People give things to other people and the webs. Oh, my developer did this. I've been a developer and I know it. I know we can take advantage of people if we are lazy sometimes as well. Like, the one thing which I don't like is writing reports. But I ended up doing that all the time. Writing reports. I hate writing reports when you've got to create a software module and write a training or guide to it so that the trainers or testers can test it. I hated it. I completely hated it. I avoid that at every cost. I've got this, I've got that. I lie, outright lie. And some of the project managers will get to me and say, okay, that's okay, fine, I'll give you another hour, you've got to finish it. Some will say, okay, that's done, I can push it till the last end. Okay, I am one of those. That happens with all the developers. That happens with everyone. We don't like to do things which we don't like. Is that even a statement? I don't know. So please do get in touch with me. Thank you very much. And thanks, Jillian, for asking me to do this. And hopefully you'll have a great day and a great week ahead. And I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you. And bye for now. I think you'll help a lot of people. Thank you very much, sweets. Thanks, Jillian, for the opportunity. Bye for now. Bye, everyone. Take care.